Tonight on CTV News at 5, cleanup continues in southwestern Ontario after a massive snowstorm took hold, resulting in multiple crashes, travel delays, and school closures. Plus, the SIU launches an investigation after a police-involved shooting that left a 33-year-old man dead and a woman taken to hospital in the early morning incident in Brantford. And the Kitchener Rangers face off against the Saginaw Spirit. We're live at the Odd for tonight's Bell Let's Talk game. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. The cleanup from the wicked snowstorm in southern Ontario continues, and more is expected to fall tonight. A street parking ban has been lifted in Kitchener, but remains in place in both Cambridge and Waterloo. Despite it, officials say they have handed out hundreds of tickets. CTV's Jeff Pickle joins us live with more on this. Jeff, looks like that snow's starting to fall, and it sounds like road crews and bylaw officers have been pretty busy over the last few days.
Yeah, with the snow comes a lot of very busy people on the municipal front. And in the city of Waterloo alone, they say they handed out 300 tickets of people in violation of that street parking ban. And with that snow coming down tonight and more expected, it's likely a few more people will be waking up with a ticket tomorrow morning. Now, with that hit with 20+ centimeters of snow last night, the roads and sidewalks in rough shape tonight, and city road clearing and cleanup crews working 24 hours trying to remove that snow and ice. The parking ban again in place another night in Waterloo and Cambridge. They say empty streets just make the snow clearing job a lot easier.
At this time, there's no on-street parking, and this is to ensure that our road crews can continue plowing and clearing, especially in our residential areas today. The roads are pretty slippery right now as well, so that is also helping with our plow operators. It's pretty challenging operating a plow.
So best bet is just to take a look on your local municipality's website to see if those parking lot bans are in place. Again, Kitchener just lifted theirs, still in place in Waterloo and Cambridge. But again, just take a look to make sure if you can park on the street or not. And those crews are really just trying to stay on top of everything as more snow comes down and they try to keep those sidewalks and roads clear. Leanne?
Yeah, so it begins again. All right, Jeff, thanks so much. CTV's Jeff Pickle. And we'll take a deeper look at the forecast with CTV's Ashley Bacon, who is actually out live at the Odd tonight, where it is Bell Let's Talk night as the Kitchener Rangers get set for puck drop against the Saginaw Spirit. Hey, Ash.
Hi, Leanne. As you can see behind me, it's a little bit of a quiet scene now, but in just an hour or so, doors will open and streams of fans will come in for Bell Let's Talk night. Of course, the night is to break mental health stigmas and start conversations surrounding mental health and make sure that the community knows that there are supports available to them. So great news on that. But let's talk weather. We got to get into weather a little bit. Let's take a look at the radar at the moment. You can see there is a band of precipitation that is continuing to push through our region. That's going to bring with it around 2 centimeters of snow overnight and around 2 centimeters of snow tomorrow. The good news is temperatures are starting to rise a little bit. Right now, sitting at -5 in Waterloo region. Winds out of the south-southeast at 17 kilometers an hour. Now, it will continue to be a little bit cooler, feeling like -11 with the wind chill overnight. Those temperatures will dip a little bit, but of course, I'll have those details coming up in your main weather. For now, Leanne, it's all about making sure our mental health is strong. We're having a great Friday night here at the Rangers game, and as I said, it's quiet now, but that's going to change a little later on.
Well, great night for it, Ash. We will check back in later on. Thanks so much. Taking a break, tell you what you need to know. Escape the cold and head to the Family Indoor Winter Carnival in Guelph this weekend. It's happening tomorrow from 2 to 4 on Victoria Road North. There will be winter games, face painting, food, music, and more. And a live look outside, as we saw when Jeff was standing outside our studios. It is snowing here in Kitchener-Waterloo. It's beginning again as we head into our Friday evening. We'll find out what's in store for the weekend and just how cold it's going to get coming up later in the full forecast. Stay with us. A 33-year-old man is dead. An Ontario Special Investigations Unit has been called in after a police-involved shooting in Brantford. It happened this morning when police received calls about a domestic dispute at a home on Palomino Drive around 2:30 a.m. They negotiated with the man for hours before entering the home and firing their weapons. A woman was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and a sharp-edged weapon was found at the scene. The SIU is investigating.
Have investigators here, forensic investigators, that are going through the residence and they're taking pictures, recovering cartridge cases, that sort of thing. And then we have a number of investigators who are here interviewing any witnesses, gathering any doorbell cam footage, that sort of thing. I understand there is body-worn camera footage. We haven't obtained that yet, but that will be helpful as far as our investigation goes.
Coming up at 6, CTV's Karis Mapp will have more details and get reaction from neighbors who live in the area. Waterloo Regional Police are searching for a suspect in a series of thefts from vehicles. They've released this photo in hopes someone can help identify the person in connection to the incident that took place between December 16th and 22nd. Police received 8 reports, each involving vehicles parked in residential and underground lots in Waterloo in the area of Albert and Columbia Streets. Windows were smashed and IDs, cash, jewelry, and clothing was stolen. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. A Mount Forest couple was stranded for several days on one floor of their home after their Acorn stairlift failed. The 98 and 89-year-old husband and wife both rely on the lift, and when they called for a technician, those calls went unanswered. Someone finally came to fix it 4 days later, but that's after the couple had to finally find a way downstairs and risk falling in order to get food. They say it's extremely frustrating after the stairlift came with a promise of 365-day-a-year service.
He's still in bed, and he hasn't had breakfast. He hasn't had his pills, and I've been up and down the stairs 5 times by this time trying to get his pills up.
CTV's Spencer Turcotte shares their full story and message to the company coming up tonight at 6. And we have more coming up on CTV News at 5. First, a quick break. We have your full weather forecast from The Odd after this. But first, here's what you need to know. Hot drinks and hot tunes. A fresh new music series designed to bring people together over coffee, local talent, and community vibes continues this weekend. This week's Sunday Grind will take place at Balzac's in Kitchener from 11 until 2 p.m. Sunday. Let's head back to The Odd where Ashley is, and it is Bell Let's Talk night tonight at the Kitchener Rangers game. Quiet now, but expected to have lots of fans there soon, Ash.
Absolutely, Leanne. It is a little bit of the calm before the storm, as they say. I mean, there is a lot of fans expected tonight for Bell Let's Talk. And of course, it's all about breaking down mental health barriers and stigmas and creating conversations around mental health. Now, super important for the team here and the club itself. Earlier today, I spoke with Rich Ennis, who is the mental skills coach for the Kitchener Rangers. Here's what he had to say. Now, of course, with any team in the OHL, mental health is at the forefront of ensuring the team itself is as strong physically as they are mentally. Joining us today is Rich Ennis, the mental skills coach for the team. Thank you for being with us today, Rich.
Hey, my pleasure, Ashley.
Tell us a little bit about what the organization does to ensure the strong mental health of each member of the team.
The players, right from day one, are aware that there are facilities available to them and a kind of a lifeline should they have any issues at all. My name is certainly one of the names that is provided for them. Although I'm not a clinical psychologist, I can often be the gateway to better treatment and better facilities, etc. But our coaches are also well trained now. Management for the Kitchener Rangers, very supportive. Make clear messaging to the players and their families of all of the possibilities that are available to them if there is any issue whatsoever.
And let's talk a little bit about, I think a lot of people forget that we're talking about very young men here, between 16 and 20 years old, and the pressures they face. If you could just shed some light on that.
Yeah, I'm sure that, you know, the fans, if they stop and think about it, they're aware that these young lads are under an awful lot of pressure. For some of them, this is such a major stepping stone in what they hope will be a professional career. For others, it's the epitome of what they're going to play as hockey, and so they're trying to, again, do their very best at it. But what we also have to realize, by the time a young lad gets here, his entire, well, I don't want to say entire, but much of his life has been wrapped up in hockey. I like to say all of his esteem eggs are in one basket. His family is hockey-oriented. All his friends are hockey-oriented. He hangs around with his teammates when he's not on the ice. Probably when he's home, he hangs around with other guys that have played hockey. So it's hockey, hockey, hockey. And so if a player like that runs into any emotional or psychological difficulties, it can be very devastating, because it kind of, you know, all the eggs crack at the same time, and there's not a lot of other supportive avenues for them. So that for me is the big concern.
Okay, great to hear all of that support for the Rangers Club. Let's take a look at weather now, starting with a warning for the southern Georgian Bay in the Wyerton area. 10 to 15 more centimeters of snow headed your way. That could, of course, cause reduced visibility. That's going to last through to tomorrow, so make sure you do take care. Now, this is the band of precipitation that is currently going through most of southwestern Ontario. Here in Waterloo region, we're looking at around another 2 centimeters of snow overnight and potentially 2 more tomorrow. So not as much here, but it's certainly going to cause a little bit of reduced visibility, and obviously with those road conditions how they already are, not great. May want to make sure we take our time out on the roads. Right now it's sitting at -5 degrees in Kitchener-Waterloo, so it is a little bit warmer than it was yesterday this time. Feeling closer to -12 with the wind chill. So still very chilly conditions out there. Overnight, we're looking at a high, or rather a low of -3, feeling closer to -11. And the nice thing about tomorrow, we're going to get a little bit of break on the cold temperatures. We're expecting a daytime high of 1 degree. Now that is about 3 degrees warmer than our average this time of year. Lastly, first at 5, our forecast for Waterloo region. Sunday, we're also going to see some more flurry activity, a high of just -7. Temperatures really taking a dip from there on out. Overnight, -14. Monday, a high of just -11. On Tuesday, -13 as a daytime high. Overnight low, -19. Now that's before wind chill, so you're going to want to bundle up for your work week or your school week next week. It's going to be a cold one. A great way to spend a cold afternoon is learning how to speed skate. Have a little look at this video I shot earlier today and getting into the game. All right, in this week's edition of Getting in the Game, we're learning all about figure skating. And who better to teach us than Coach Annabelle? Thank you for having us here today.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's talk about the sport and, you know, what it entails.
So figure skating is about doing complex skills on ice. We have 4 disciplines, 3 of them are Olympics. So there's single skating, pair skating, which I call the girl chucking event, and then ice dancing, which is more like ballroom on ice. It's very elegant and musical. And basically, we do edging, spinning, jumping, lifting, depending on the discipline on ice.
Now, the nice thing about figure skating is it doesn't take a lot of equipment, but it does take really specialized skates. Can you tell us a little bit about the skates and how they help with your skills?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're actually wanting to learn advanced figure skating skills, you need a boot that is strong enough and that will strong and supple at the same time, and you also need specialized blades. So you can see that my blades have a very pronounced toe pick, and they also have a bit of a rocker. So that allows us to spin, that allows us to propel into the ice, and the toe pick stops us so we can lift off and then rotate.
Fantastic. Okay, let's give it a go.
All right, Coach Annabelle, let's start with the basics. How does someone start in these skates to move? Well, our blades are very different, as I showed earlier, than the hockey blades, right? So we want to get used to the toe picks.
Okay.
So the first thing I encourage people to do is to just try to walk.
Okay.
So we're not going to try and skate. We're just going to try and walk like we would on the ground.
Okay.
To kind of get used to feeling where our toe picks are.
Okay.
Okay, so then let's slide a little bit so we can walk a little bit. Then we're going to want to learn how to squish our ankles.
Okay.
And then to accelerate our edges, so we're going to push it apart.
Okay.
And then we're going to bring our feet back together and go down and then apart.
Okay.
There you go. And every single skill we do in figure skating starts with a pre-bend. So advanced coaches will call it pre-bend.
Okay.
I call it squishy ankles when I first teach it because I find that it makes sense to us.
That absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, and we need squishy ankles whether we're going to jump, spin, it doesn't matter what we do, there's always a squish and an up. So one of the first skills that we learn after we've gotten used to being on the ice is actually crossovers.
Okay.
And that feels like your legs are very tangled for skaters.
Okay.
So we'll try one. So let's get on a circle.
Okay.
We're going to do our squishy ankles a little bit on the circle.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to pick up our foot. I'm going to come and hold your hand for it.
Okay.
And we're going to step our foot over.
Okay.
But we need squishy ankles so we don't feel like we're going to trip.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we start with squishy ankles.
Yeah.
And then we...
Okay. Yeah, like pick up your foot. And let's try to step it there. And can you glide? There you go. And then we're going to pick it up.
Okay. So when we're going in this direction, this is always the outside foot moving in?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, and the reason for the squishy ankles here is, well, other than the actual technical of pushing, is that way you're not going to trip.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, so you always want to sort of be in a slight bend.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And then we pick it up. But now we're already kind of progressed way farther than where you would be normally today.
Yes.
But one of the first exercises we would do for this is squishy ankle with one foot. Then we can do this and we're going to try and glide so we're comfortable. And what happens is skaters get their feet together and they feel like this.
Yes.
That's why squishy gives us space.
Okay.
And then we can just pick up our foot and come back. And eventually that turns into a nice...
Wow.
But we're not there today yet.
Okay, we've given it a shot. Thank you so much for having us here today. If our viewers at home, whether you're 4 or 40, want to try figure skating out, what's the best way to do so?
Well, you can come and reach out to our club. So this is the Kitchener-Waterloo Skating Club. You can find us online. And we actually offer skating lessons for beginner to expert in all the disciplines and also for all ages.
Fantastic. Well, again, thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Great job out there, Ash. Okay, here's what you need to know. Not much rest for the Kitchener Rangers. They are back in action tomorrow afternoon in a Highway 7 rivalry matchup against the Guelph Storm. Puck drop 2 p.m. at the Odd. There's not many tickets left. You can grab yours online or at the box office. Stay with us. Welcome back as we take a look at tonight's digital dive. Regional police asking for the public's help in identifying 2 people in connection to a fraud investigation. A Kitchener resident falsely gave out their credit card information to people posing as workers for a telecommunications company. Police are now looking to speak with these 2 people seen in the photos. You can get a closer look at it and read more about the incident on our website, ctvnewskitchener.ca. And now the final 5 stories we're keeping an eye on this Friday afternoon. The Federal Court of Appeal has ruled the Liberal government did not have reasonable grounds to invoke the Emergencies Act 4 years ago in response to the Freedom Convoy protests. For about 3 weeks, downtown Ottawa was filled with protesters, many of whom said they were furious about COVID restrictions. Many were in large trucks that blocked streets around Parliament Hill. Big rigs also jammed key border crossings to the U.S. The Emergencies Act allowed temporary measures like regulating and banning public assemblies and a direction to banks to freeze assets. Today's decision upholds one from a federal court 2 years ago. It ruled the government's decision to invoke the act did not bear the hallmarks of reasonableness, justification, and transparency.
Dad, could you just straighten out your legs there?
Impossible.
A change of course from WestJet. The Canadian airline is grounding changes to its cabin configuration after some negative feedback. That online video you saw there got a lot of attention earlier this month, showing the cramped leg space in the new densified cabins where passengers said they felt uncomfortable and unsafe. WestJet says following the review of the data and feedback from guests, the airline will return to its standard seating arrangement for economy cabins by removing one row of seats. The University of Waterloo is getting help from some of its alumni as it goes through applications for some of its most competitive programs. Volunteers are reviewing and scoring admissions information forms, which involve written answers to 5 questions about the applicant. It's one factor of a few that helps determine who will be offered a space in programs in the faculties of engineering and math, as well as 2 aviation programs.
The grades are very good, and there's a lot of students with the same grades, same average. So you need another layer to tell those students apart and make the selection.
It's that sense of how great the next cohort is that we're looking at, and how so many different vast experiences out there help to determine kind of our future students at the university.
The university receives 25,000 to 30,000 applications across those programs. About 500 alumni volunteers will help review them this year.
Who hits it high in the air to deep center? It is gone!
Bo Bichette's time with the Toronto Blue Jays is at an end. The now former Jays shortstop has signed with the Mets. The deal reported to be 3 years at $126 million with opt-outs after years 1 and 2. The news comes hours after the Blue Jays missed out on free agent Kyle Tucker, who signed a massive 4-year, $260 million deal with the Dodgers. Finally for us, on the music front, Harry Styles set to return with his first new album in nearly 4 years. Speculation had been growing for weeks. Styles had a new project on the way after he posted this video of a piano performance recorded at the end of his last tour that we just heard there. Styles is now confirming his album, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, will be out on March 6th. There you go. Some new music as we enter this new year, and March quickly approaching as well. It'll be here before we know it. All right, that's it for us. Thanks for joining us on this Friday afternoon. Hope you all have a great weekend. We'll be back at the top of the hour. Good night.